If you guys are into PC gaming, you most likely know who Fractal is. They make some of the most beautiful and minimalistic PC cases out on the market. My personal favorites being the North and the North XL cases. So to my surprise, when they reached out to me to send me over a gaming headset, I had to check it out. A $200 price tag, a 40-hour battery life, a mic that sounds like this. This is David, your casual nerd. Let's go ahead and check him out. Let's first talk about the features of the headset. Since Fractal is a Scandinavian company, the look is going to be minimal, very clean looking, like it belongs on the IKEA showroom floor. But we're not talking about the gardening section. I'm talking about kitchen display, baby. Dude, what am I saying? What am I saying? The exterior is all plastic, but it's not like a cheap kind of plastic. It feels pretty premium, kind of like a silicone type of feel. And there is metal on this headset on these adjustment points, and also this metal dial on the back that can control the volume, and pressing in can control the play and pause of the headset. The dial kind of reminds me of the Apple AirPods Max, just a lot nicer and also bigger. We have a mesh material for the ear cups and the headband, but the ear cups have a memory foam cushion that feels amazing when they're on top of your head. The mesh, again, it kind of feels similar to the AirPods Max, but both on the Max and this headset, it's not really my cup of tea. I usually do prefer a leatherette option. And if we're talking about overall fitment, it's pretty good. But if you're looking for that big brain certification, I will say that these do pass, but just barely. I literally have to max these things out. And unfortunately, a huge negative to this headset is the headband. It sucks because it doesn't share that same memory foam feel as compared to the ear cups. So when I'm gaming for long sessions, I'm always adjusting this headset to avoid hot spots. No bueno. You do also have RGB with this headset, but it's pretty subtle, very understated, especially when compared to other gaming headsets out on the market. In my opinion, I really do like it, but realistically, if you're not streaming or you don't have someone who's like playing games next to you, you're never really gonna see the lighting on this. So connecting this headset, you have multiple options. You have Bluetooth 5.3, or you can use a low latency USB receiver and just attach that to your PC or your console. I do love the options that we have with the connectivity of this headset, but when it comes to the Bluetooth, it's not simultaneous Bluetooth. So you can't just hook up the dongle and connect to Bluetooth and have everything playing back all in one audio sync. Huge bummer. Ever since I used this feature on the InZone H9 headset, it's so hard to go back to a headset that doesn't have this. Testing 1 2 3. This is the Fractal Scape Gaming Headset. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is the MMX 200 by Beyerdynamic. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is the InZone H9 headset by Sony. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is the Logitech G Pro X wireless. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. All right, you guys. So this is going to be a realistic gaming situation. Going to be playing some Marvel Rivals, and please excuse my gameplay. I am complete dog water, but I am currently testing the mic with no noise cancellation, and I'm going to turn on the noise cancellation later just to see how it cancels out my keyboard and mouse click. So about midway through, I'm going to switch over to noise cancellation and see how that sounds. I'm tapping on this keyboard, and this is a pretty loud keyboard. Oh, I also have my PC fans running pretty much on full blast, so I just want to see how that feels, how you guys feel about that. Okay, so noise cancellation is now on, and our Iron Man is AFK. Sick. I feel like whenever I play this game, it doesn't go well, you know? Oh, there you go. Getting to test everything. Oh, come on. Okay. Awesome game. The base station is such a critical part to this headset, we gotta talk about it. The battery of this headset is just about 40 hours with the LEDs turned off. But what's funny is that I've never had to test this since I do have the base station. When you're done gaming, all you gotta do is just plop it onto the base station. It automatically turns off and you're just ready to go for the next time. Then when you're ready to game, just pick it up and it automatically turns back on. Listen, Razer, Turtle Beach, everyone, we need base stations. This makes the ease of use of this headset so good. No buttons that need to be pressed, no worrying about turning off the power, not being able to game the next day because I forgot to charge my headset. The base station does it all for you, and it's also magnetic. There's no contact points either, so you don't have to line anything up. You just plop it on. And it's conductive like wireless charging an iPhone on a MagSafe charger. You honestly can't mess it up. The only thing that I really do wish is that it was heavier, because this is not a very heavy base station. But all in all, it's a really great addition to this headset. Probably one of the best base stations that I've used, aside from the Astro headset. Now let's move on to the software, which is hands down one of the best features of this headset. It's called the Adjust Pro, and it's a web-based software. My favorite kind of software for changing settings on headsets and controllers. No downloading shady software that your PC automatically marks as a virus. I'm looking at you, Gravistar. The software is really clean and minimal, and there's no way you're gonna get lost compared to other platforms. And one thing to note, on the side there are tabs, and one of them says devices. So is Fractal gonna be making more gaming peripherals? But on the back of the headset, there is the EQ button that can cycle between 3 modes. And those 3 modes can be customized on this software. And the cool thing is that the headset does save those profiles. So you can take this onto your PC, or if you use this on console, you can take it over there. The lighting can also be customized here, but there's not too much depth into it. You can adjust the brightness, colors, and also some effects. Really good stuff. I didn't mess around with it too much. I'm never gonna see this RGB, but for someone who really does care about the lighting on their gaming headset, this is the perfect addition to it. And speaking of another thing you can adjust in the software, let's talk about that mic. You can adjust the mic side tone, which is basically you can hear yourself whenever you're talking to the mic. Just in case you're playing like in a very quiet area, you can kind of gauge how loud you're being. And also this mic does have noise cancellation, and it will cancel out some of your background noise. Let's just say you're gonna be annoying your friends a lot less with this mic. But the thing that I found really interesting and really underrated, not only is this mic detachable, which is pretty standard, but if you look over here, there's onboard mics on this headset. So this is really cool if you want to take this on the go and you don't want to scream out, I'm a pro MLG player. A situation where you could use this is like when you're taking a handheld like a Switch or a Steam Deck. Perfect match. I'm usually not too impressed with other companies' softwares, and in my opinion, it's one of the best peripheral softwares that I've used in a minute. It's surprisingly fully featured and has everything that you need to control this headset. But onto my final verdict, and if you guys don't already know, they are buy at full price, try it out, wait for a sale, or pass. For the Fractal Scape gaming headset, I'm gonna give this a buy at full price, and with a value rating of an 8 out of 10. If you're coming from like a budget gaming headset and you're trying to look for that upper tier, but also you don't want to go like the Astro A50Xs, this is honestly one of the best middle grounds I've ever seen on a gaming headset. So if you're into minimal vibes, you don't really care about crazy RGB on your headset, I think anybody could pick this thing up for 200 bucks and just be very happy with it. Watch this next video on the headset that I mentioned earlier, the InZone H9. It's also a pretty good gaming headset that I think you'll enjoy. But with all that being said, this is David serving you a little side of tech, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you guys.